Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you so much for spending time with us today. It's a Friday. That means tonight we start the weekend services. I'll be preaching out of John chapter 17 on Jesus' prayer for our sanctification. We'll finish up a little bit about unity, and then we'll move into sanctification. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're back into Acts chapter 15 as we look at the issues of controversy. It'll be a great weekend. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes today out of the book of Isaiah chapter 30. Have you ever thought about the fact that rebellious people have spiritual desires? Have you ever thought about the fact that people that have turned away from God still have spiritual desires? If you look around the world today, much of what is called Christianity, forgive me, is not Christianity. It's spiritualism. People want to be spiritual, but they don't necessarily want to be Christian. People want spiritual things in their lives, but they don't necessarily want Christian things in their lives. Now, I'd like you to notice 5 spiritual desires of people that have turned away from God. Let me say that again. 5 spiritual desires of people that have turned away from God. Number 1, verse 10, they say to the seers, see no more visions. Number 2, they say, and to the prophets, give us no more visions of what is right. Don't tell us any more about what is right. Number 3, tell us pleasant things. Number 4, prophesy illusions to us. Number 5, leave this way, get off this path, and stop confronting us with the Holy One of Israel. Wow! These are spiritual desires of people that have turned away from God. Now, a couple of those are very, very strong. We don't have time to get into all of them. But notice how people that have turned away from God, they still want to hang around men of God. They still want to hang around the prophets of God, but they don't want to be told about what's right. They don't want to hear about what's right. They say, tell us pleasant things. Well, sometimes in order to grow, we have to have unpleasant things told to us. Prophesy to us illusions. We don't want to live in reality. Tell us illusions. And stop confronting us. Now, people who have spiritual desires but have turned away from God do not want confrontation. They want to live in a world of illusion. They want to live in a world of fantasy. They want to live in a world of marketing and branding. But they don't want to live in the world of reality. They don't want to be confronted, and they don't want to hear what's right. Now, brothers and sisters, maybe you and I need to take a little bit of a look at our life and ask ourselves the question, do we really want God, or do we want spirituality? See, if you want God, those the Father loves, He disciplines. If you really want God, He's going to perfect the good work He began in our lives. If you really want God, He's going to confront issues in our life from time to time, things that need to change. If you want God, He's not always going to say pleasant things to us. If you want God, He's going to talk to you about things that are right. Now, this is not the hellfire and judgment brimstone religion that I used to hear when I was a young pastor and just a baby Christian. I don't like that any better than I like this new surface stuff that people do today, this Christian spirituality where it's all about being nice to everything, and we act as if the Bible never says a strong word. As usual, the truth is in the middle. God is a wonderful God. God is a merciful God. God is a compassionate God. God is a God of comfort. God is the God of eternal encouragement. God is a wonderful God. But He's also a God who talks to us about what's right, who confronts us and challenges us to live better. So let's just understand, our Heavenly Father loves us enough that when we fall down, He picks us up. When we're hurt, He encourages us. And when we need a good swat on the bottom, He'll give us a good swat on the bottom and challenge us to live right. We have a Heavenly Father that loves us. So please, don't trade spirituality for a walk with God. There is a big difference in the desires.